Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me. I'll be very quick today since I'm used to that. I'm CEO and co-founder of a Berlin-based startup. It's a bit special because we are a hardware architecture startup, which is not that often in that world. Pitches with us are usually 3 minutes, sometimes just 1 minute. I won't rush, I have some time. But I let you know what we are doing at Cabin One in Berlin. And I come here a little bit more from the business side of living of the future, but that's where we strayed in living of the future. We are actually only working on housing of the future. But the story obviously starts a bit earlier, since I'm an architect as well. But when I made my mind up, or I lost the passion for the job as an architect, it started basically quite here. Since we're working in the biggest and oldest industry basically on the planet, we have to clearly see that the building industry is very, very slow, very dirty, very heavy, very expensive. Construction sites are very messy. It's a logistics thing. It takes time. It's asset heavy. Whilst the planning for every individual house or building is quite inefficient in my term. Just imagine if you go to your local car dealer and ask him to do a individual draft just for you, right? Nobody would ever pay for that design, but that's what we do in building industry day by day. So I asked myself, how could we come up with something that eliminates all of these factors? Just by doing so, it doesn't mean that we're revolutionizing the building industry as such, but a little part of it can be triggered and can be handled on that side easily. So the answer is quite easy. You have to rethink architecture as a product, right? And so we do that really hardcore and really straight, and really call it a piece of well-designed architecture, which is shippable, and it's a pret-a-porter piece of thing. That's what it looks like. We call it the Cabin One. It's our first product. Started sales this year in May. It's a 35 square meter footprint. You get 28 square meters living space. It's a complete, full house. We don't call it tiny house. We call it minimal house, because this tiny house movement coming from the US always gives a little bit of a genre underneath a proper house. But this is really a proper house. It's light flooded. It has everything in it: kitchen, bathroom, bed. It's a smart home. It's a sustainable, healthy home. I don't want to be nasty, but all the things you said you're putting there on your flag, that's just a normal homework for us since we started with that company just a year ago. That's just, in my generation, that's just what we do anyways. And the intention obviously is to build the smartest, greenest, healthiest minimal home, minimal house on the planet. And get some impressions. It's really cozy, really light flooded. A lot of windows, getting the outside in, putting big emphasis on quality, on getting everything you need in a very small space and a very small footprint. The product is obviously fully shippable, so we transport it with a truck, put it there with a crane, goes very fast. Producing these houses, one house in a week at the moment, could be faster in the future. But my aim is to have buy a product today, get it in 3 days, get it assembled get it placed at your venue within 3 days, like the house on Amazon. So now, why? What's new on that? So we have seen there are successful products like that out there, but we are only focusing on that one little piece, and we're coming from the architecture as a product thing, and we're actually going all in just on that, sell these houses for a good price in a high quality. You ask yourself, what is a good price? This house comes fully furnished, ready to go, ready to live, ready to dwell, for just under 100,000 euros, including that, in Germany. But it's not just the product where you have to apply this high quality. It's even more. It's the purchasing process needs to be high quality, high standards. The services need to be high quality, and even we were giving high emphasis on how to sell these products, because selling architecture, selling houses is not just like selling a TV or something. It's not just you take it away, plug it in, and off you go. It's different. But we built a whole machine around that to qualify customers, to get it really fast, get it really quickly done. We have a team of 7 people, and we're sending out with thousands of emails with this machine within a day, and just put out the content out there and make happen that the people need all the information, so we can qualify them as proper customers, or just dreamers or fans for the very moment in the beginning. The house is fully approvable, so it's really a proper house. There's nothing tiny or a little bit of a house on that. It's really a proper house, and it's gonna last. As I said, quality and speed is where we place the bet on, basically, and we are actually speeding all that up, and it's basically the focus on really shipping high quality products as such in a very quick amount of time. This basically is my pitch around just around the product itself, but if we're talking about future living, this is just the starting point for us to go deeper, having a future-proof housing product. It's a lab basically where you can start playing with, because it's very small, it's flexible, it's quick to install, and there's many things from parts of services and other convenience things to come from right and left, building up on top of this product that has basically the interface to really do so, to really then go even further, even deeper into disruptive technologies for the future living that we all dream of. Thank you. Yeah, I say.